Deep into the eyes, read them like a book. Trapped inside a prison, gotta free them like a crook. Make off with the loot, made off for the joke. Treated like these cowards never needed what we took, and we repeat it like a hook. Caught in the deep, come back like Wheezy. Card 3, sensation. Wait, then pause the beat. Eyes don't lie, truth still hard to see. They're begging me to show them, they're saying that I owe them, but I'll never give it up. Not for you, not for no one. Foreign ride, touring, soaring, open road, exploring.
Yeah, welcome to the show. This is Smoke the Competition, and I'm your host, Eric Sojash. Thank you for checking us out today. It's greatly appreciated. Please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to build a little army here. You can give us a follow on Twitter at Sojash Sports. Today's episode, I'm running right into week 3. Can't wait for Thursday Night Football. We got the New England Patriots traveling to New York to take on the New York Jets. Now, the Jets are heavy favorites here, heavy home favorites. This is their home opener. Aaron Rodgers gets to run out the tunnel with that flag, get everybody pumped up in New York. I think we should pump the brakes on those expectations. I watched football these last 2 weeks, and I don't think the Jets are heavy favorites for this game. But we'll see. I think the Patriots are going to bring their hard hat, bring that running game, and the Jets have been struggling with the running game. But you never know. That's a week-to-week game. These picks, they keep flying. They keep changing. So we're going to dive right in. I'm going to let you guys know exactly who I'm rolling with in this game. Also, your must-starts and your must-sits for this game. And, we're going to break down some more football news. So without further ado, I'm Eric Sojash. This is Smoke the Competition. Let's go. All right, before we get too deep into our week here, let's break down some of the rules on our channel. I'll break down how some of the lingo goes. Our start of sit 'em tool here for the week. I got your must starts in green. Those are your obvious must starts for the week. If I list a player as a must start, that means I project them as a top 12 player in their position. Moving along to your good starts, we got that in the the goldish yellow there. Now your good starts are players that I see as good starts with a safe floor. Typical players as your wide receiver 2s, your running back 2s. Depending on how deep your league is, it could also be a high-end wide receiver 3. Now a hero start, that's more of a boom or bust type of player, someone that can win you a week. They could also cost you a week. A couple players come to mind. You'll see I have in this week's hero start. And then a risky start, it's exactly what it sounds like. A risky start is a player that I don't see a high floor for, don't see a high ceiling, and he might just completely give you a dud. All right, the first player we're going to talk about today is Aaron Rodgers. That's discount double check himself, the legend, the great quarterback. I think he's a risky start. I wouldn't pick him up if he was on waivers right now. I got to see it first. He does look like he's able to play at a decent level for a quarterback at his age that's coming off an Achilles injury, but not good enough for our fantasy teams. I don't think Aaron will crack that top 12, not even the top 15-ish this week. He is going against a very good Patriots defense. Leave him on the bench, leave him on waivers. He's a risky start. Moving over to the backfield, I got Breece Hall as an absolute must start. I believe everybody has Breece Hall as a must start at this point. The amount of workload he's getting is just out of this world. Tons of opportunities in the run game, a ton of opportunities in the passing game. He's even getting shots down the field and converting on them. Breece Hall, absolute must start regardless of who he's playing against. Temper your expectations. This is a very good Patriots defense, but the amount of opportunity he's going to see, the workload, absolute must start. Next up, we got wide receiver Garrett Wilson. I'm taking a shot here. I'm listing him as a must start. That might be a bit of a stretch. I know he's going against some really good cornerbacks in Christian Gonzalez over there in the New England Patriots and a really good New England Patriots defensive scheme. But with that said, Aaron Rodgers and him are on the same page. That quick game is working. He's going to get his targets. I can see him getting at least 8 to 10 targets on Thursday Night Football. So get Garrett Wilson in your lineups. He is a must start. Just temper extreme expectations, but I do think he does have a very, very good floor. The last player I'm going to talk about on the New York Jets side is wide receiver Allen Lazard, coming over from the Packers following his buddy Rodgers. You'd think that the chemistry there would just translate to the field. It kind of showed up late in the game against the San Francisco 49ers, but they were kind of playing a prevent defense. This game is going to be much closer. I don't think either team is going to blow the other team out, so nothing's going to come cheap. And for that reason, Lazard is a definite risky start to me. I would keep him on the bench. All right, hopping over to those New England Patriots, we got Jacoby Brissett making an appearance. I don't think I've ever talked about Jacoby Brissett in a must-start video. I'm going to have to break him down today, and today I say he is a risky start. This New England Patriots offense totally runs through the running game. Now, he does have a nice little connection with Hunter Henry. That's not going to translate to a lot of quarterback fantasy points. I don't think there's a rushing upside, and he still is going against a Jets defense. Jacoby Brissett, risky start, keep him on the bench, keep him on the waivers. Looking at that New England backfield, we're going to talk about Ramondre Stevenson. This kid is an absolute must start, smash start this week. I think he's going against a Jets defense that is very vulnerable against the run. I know New England is missing a couple of linemen. I believe that is going to affect his overall ceiling. They might have a couple plays, a couple holding calls that you wouldn't have had otherwise. But overall, this team is going to give him a ton of opportunity to run the ball, and I believe he will do so with some success. He's an absolute must start. And sticking with that New England backfield, we're going to look at running back Antonio Gibson. He's the other man toting the rock behind that O-line, and I believe he is a hero start this week. He's coming off a 90-yard rushing performance against those Seattle Seahawks. They have a pretty good defense over there, and they were still able to run it down their throats. I think that trend will continue. Like I've been saying, I'm very worried about that Jets run defense. New England's going to continuously force the ball, hand the ball off, different motions and stuff to try to give you some eye candy, but at the end of the day, they're going to be running the ball and running it a lot. I see Antonio Gibson as someone you could take a flyer on as a hero start. And last but not least, we're looking at the tight end for New England. That's Hunter Henry. I see him as a good start this week. He's teetering on must-start territory. Depending on how deep your league is, he probably is a must-start tight end at this point. The tight end landscape has been abysmal so far. You can't really trust any of the tight ends to go off. I believe Trey McBride might be the only one to go off besides Hunter Henry so far this season. So yeah, fire him up. He's getting the targets. He's got a rapport with Jacoby Brissett. This is a low scoring opportunity. Not a lot of throws are going to go deep down the field. So I think Hunter Henry, you can fire him up with confidence. This week, he is a good start. So I'm not just giving the advice, I'm also following it. Check out my fantasy team. I told you guys in past videos, this year we're doing something fresh and fun. It's called Follow My Fantasy Season. Just going into week 3, I got Breece Hall as a play. This is a big matchup here. I got to get this W. I am 2-0 in this league, but I'm going against one of the other teams that has been killing it. And I'm not going to be with Kenneth Walker. I think he's going to be sitting this one out, even though I currently have him listed in my running back position there. So this is going to be a bit of a challenge for me. I am starting Breece, and if you are in a league like I am where you do play defenses, I do have the Jets D, and that's one I've been mulling over and over again in my head. Do I start them? Do I keep riding with this D that I thought was going to be vantage? I think they're going to be really susceptible to the run. Not going to be a lot of opportunity for turnover, maybe a couple opportunities for sacks. It's a tough one. I might ride with them just because they have that floor there, and the Patriots aren't likely to score over 30, but this is probably the last week I trust them unless the matchup is absolutely smash. In terms of plays, like I've said in the video, not a lot of big players there. I don't have any Patriots on my team. No Jets wide receivers, no quarterbacks. Just the bad man called Breece Hall. So hopefully he has a big game. Go Breece, carry me to victory. All right, so I got to make a pick on this game. Jets are coming in as 6.5-point favorites. I think that's a little bit too big. Even though I am wearing my Santana Moss jersey, showing love to that Jets team, I do think they get the win and their home opener. But 6.5 is a little bit too big based on what I've seen in the last 2 weeks of football. Patriots could very well be 2-0 against two pretty good teams in the Bengals and the Seahawks. And the Jets could be 0-2. Now, I know the San Francisco 49ers are legit, but I don't believe in those Titans, and they almost lost that game. So I'm going with a closer game here. I think the score is going to be like 20-17, something in that range, 23-20. I'll go with that as the final score, making it a much closer score than what the line suggests. I'm riding with the Patriots plus 6.5, but I got the Jets, Jets getting the W. Well, that's it for today's episode. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for following up with us in Season 2. So excited to get things rolling. Once again, follow our fantasy season. I'm going to give you guys an up-close and personal look. Give me your ideas. So let's stay interactive. Let me know what you think. I'll definitely be interactive, responding to all your comments. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Give us a like, and you can give us a follow at Sojash Sports. Thank you, peace, love, and let's continue to smoke the competition.
deep into the eyes, read them like a book. Trapped inside a prison, gotta free them like a crook. Make off with the loot, made off for the joke. Treated like these cowards never needed what we took, and we repeat it like a hook. Caught in the deep, come back like Wheezy. Card 3, sensation, wait then pause the beat. Eyes don't lie, truth still hard to see. They're begging me to show them, they're saying that I